Good morning. Right. It's 6:30 a.m. in the morning. I did exercise and now I share a little bit with you before I have breakfast and then go to work. This is my habit every day. As I mentioned earlier, every day I would like to spend 30 minutes practicing speaking English. By the way, I record a small video and post it on my social media, my TikTok channel, and my YouTube channel, of course. I am feel I feel very happy when I do that every day because this is a good way for me to make our English better day by day. Frankly, thanks to practicing speaking English by recording, my speaking skill is much better right now. And I have some problem with pronunciation, but now I am correcting day by day. And you can see my English voice is better and more naturally every day. And honestly, when we speak English as often as possible, we can speak more naturally. We can speak more naturally. We can speak more fluently, right? And I had a target. I would like to speak English like a native speaker, and I would like my English become my mother tongue. Honestly, it's not easy to get this target, but I still try my best until I get this achievement. And this is the big motivation for me to get up early in the morning and try to record a little bit before I go to work, right? And the topic I would like to share with you today related to working environment. Yes, my journal is named Global Employees. I would like to share with you about what happened in our work environment, what happened in our international work environment, multicultural work environment. This is my target. And the topic today, I would like to share with you about what benefits we get when we work for a company for a long time. You know, when we work for a company, we get a lot of benefits. For example, we get income, we get position in a society, we get a lot of compensation, right? And so, what will happen if you will work for a long time for a company? Honestly, when we work for a long time, you get much more benefits from a company, right? That is the reason I advise you. If you can, let's try to work as long as possible in a working environment because it can bring you a lot of benefits. These are some benefits I can mention to you. Firstly, uh, when you work for a long time for a company, it means you have a stable job. Yes, stable job is very important for every employee, for you and for me, right? Because when we have stable job, we have stable income, we have stable uh, compensation, and we have money for living, we have money to do something, right? And you know, a lot of employees pay a lot of money to get stable job, right? They pay a lot of to offer a stable job in state sector. So if you work for a company for a long time, it means you have stable job. This is a first benefit when you work for a company for a long time. Secondly, when you work for a company, a big company, you know, when you work for a long time, honestly, you have a clear path in your career. It means you can see yourself better version in the future. And then you have much more opportunity to get promoted in your company. When you work for a big company, a large company for a long time, you have much more opportunity to get a higher position in the company, right? And then you can develop in your company, you can develop your career in your company. Honestly, when we work, we usually have a passion to get promoted in the company. We would like to see ourselves better version in the future. So when you work for a long time for a company, when you work for a long time in work environment, you can get more chance to go further in your company, in your organization, right? And the next benefits I can share with you, when you work for a long time in a work environment, you have enough time to show your ability, to show your capability, and then your boss, your manager, your senior manager can recognize your ability, your capability. And so they highly appreciate you and gives you more chance, more opportunity to get a well-paid job, a higher income, right? And when you work for a long time in a company, normally you have a more uh, uh, annual leave, right? And it means you can have some more benefits than other. For example, you have more annual leave. You have a more bonus than other people, right? And this is very important for you when you work, because you work for living, you work for your career, you work for your distribution in your society, right? And finally, when you work for a long time in a company, by the way, you can develop yourself faster, quicker than other people, especially when you work for a long time. You can learn a lot of knowledge, you can learn a lot of real experience from their colleagues, from their bosses, from their senior manager, right? And you know, when you work for a long time in a company, normally you are used to working. So you can work more effectively, you can work easily, yes. And so you feel feel more relaxed. You have more time in your company, right? And these are some benefits, in my opinion, when you work for a long time for a company. I would like to share with you. If you have any idea about this topic, please share with us, and we will discuss and debate together, and then we can learn each other more, right? And because the target when I share something with you, because I would like to share my perspective. I would like to share my real experience. I would like to share my opinion about one problem in our society, one problem in our work environment, and then we can learn, we can improve our knowledge, our ability beside English. This is my target. Thank you for watching my video and see you on next time. Bye bye and have a good day.